Good evening, everyone. My name is Eugénie Ducatel. I am a life coach, I'm a mom, I'm an athlete, and I'm here today to do my weekly live. And tonight's topic is yes, you can, and the power of the mind. So basically today I would like to explore what is it with some people who just seem to have it together and can just go right ahead and try things bravely and have that kind of mindset that they can go ahead and succeed. So I'm going to, I guess, go back through the basics and kind of draw a portrait of who these people are, and potentially, if that's what you want to be, then potentially also what coaching could do to help you get to that mindset, get to that level so that you can perform and achieve your goals. So I got my little paper here because it's like going to be a super cute, super sweet live. So basically, yeah, let's just go through the checklist. And the first one is biology. You would not be surprised to know that a person who lives optimally is a person who will have the body taken care of. So that means they're sleeping well and they're going to bed early, waking up early, whatever the pattern is. Usually these people go to bed early and wake up earlier the next day. They leave their phones in other rooms so that they're not distracted, or they turn them off entirely. They use other alarm clocks to wake them up in the morning. These people who are high achievers and also just feel good in their body and their mind, they also eat well. They meditate. A lot of these people are meditators, you guys. So they meditate every day, at least once in the morning. And the really hardcore people who are like super like grounded in their minds and nothing gets to them and they can just like move forward. I call it like water on the feathers of a duck. So those people where they have like this force field around them and it doesn't matter what life brings their way, they just have like this bubble and they just don't absorb whatever's happening around them. They're protected, and this happens very much through meditation, and this is through I don't know how many books, every literature I've ever read on mental space, mindset, optimizing your mind has the same message. It's meditation, or they call it centering. Some people do yoga. Whatever brings you back to your body and to your breath is going to create this beautiful space for your mind to be. And not just to be, but to be calm and not reactive. And so then when tough moments come along, then that person is not really going to be fazed by it, which is, I think, a winning strategy in not just emotional intelligence, but also just being able to ride the roller coaster of life and smile. Okay, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm sure these people have their moments, but yes, so Biology 101 is definitely is the first and foremost, most important thing for a person to act and thrive optimally is to have the biology down pat. So these people will also exercise, they move, they go for walks, and so on and so forth. So I guess that's easy enough, right? But for some people it's like, okay, well, that sounds like a lot. How do I, start meditating, or it's hard enough to exercise. Sleep is difficult. You have the little people at home. You have so many responsibilities. So this is actually something that can absolutely be done with a coach. Setting up a plan. What is your plan? What do you want? And why do you want to be optimal in your body? Because ultimately, it's going to provide a better, more satisfying life for you. So those people who can, they, first of all, prioritize their mind and their body. So then I've got, so those two, the body, meditation, absolutely. The third thing I have here is working on mindset. So beyond the fact that your body is rested and you're meditating every day and you have built this kind of cushion around you of compassion and love and patience so that the crazy stuff bounces off of you, there's also a thing called mindset. And so the people who engage full on in life, who are not afraid to try different things, have a compassionate mindset. And what I mean by that is that they accept that they're going to make mistakes. But these people are compassionate with how they're evolving during the day, during their lives, because they don't see mistakes as mistakes. They see them as learning opportunities. So these people go through their day and they're like, oh, I did something wrong, quote unquote. They're like, what am I learning? And this is what they say to themselves when they go through their day. What am I learning? What is the opportunity? And it reframes the situation from a place of ego, of vulnerability in the wrong way. I mean, because you can be vulnerable and moving forward in the sense that I don't want people to know I'm not perfect. So these people are like, okay, that didn't work out. Oh, well, let's see what else can work out. And so these people with a I can mindset have an opportunity seeking radar. So yeah, that's basically the biggest one I would say for the people who just go ahead and go for it. Is I'm sure that they're a little bit afraid sometimes, but they know that if they screw up, quote unquote, it's going to be probably even better than what they anticipated in the first place. Which leads me to high achievers, people who have the mindset that they can do anything, have faith. And I don't know if that's religious or if it's spiritual, perhaps spiritual, I would say, or just like a inner coach we call in coaching, like the inner coach, your inner self, where you're going through your day and you're going through your life, and whatever's happening in your life is that you have faith that things are happening as they should. So even if you're going through a tough spot, you're going to learn, you're going to find the opportunity in that tough spot. But then you're also going to say, okay, it's not working out right now, but something better is coming. So they have this mindset, this optimistic type approach that whatever is happening around them, it's going to be for the better. And it's going to make them stronger. Whatever struggles they're going through right now is muscle building, mind muscle building, resilience building. So these are all absolutely valuable things. And so nothing is wasted, and there's no anger or hatred towards self or self-loathing. It's just like a lot of compassionate, okay, that didn't work out exactly how I had planned. That's okay, because life is full of unpredictable adventures. And they even think that life is, this is one of our principles too in coaching, is life is not a game that can be won or lost, but only played. So then they release the outcome. And honestly, you guys, if you think about it, as soon as you say, I want this to happen out of a particular situation, let's just say I go on a date and I'm hell-bent that the guy I'm going to meet today is going to be the one, which I don't need to go into details to share with those of you who are online dating right now, that is a small possibility. So the expectation that I will find the right guy and then it falls short, what happens then is that people get disappointed. So when we have these really, really precise expectations and we have a really precise outcome that we're clinging on to, then if it doesn't materialize, something very human happens. We are sad, we're angry, we can be anxious, we're desperate. It can be all of those emotions. Whereas people with an I can mindset, they release it. They try, they plant the seed, they say, ooh, I'm going to try that, see what happens. If it worked, great. If it doesn't work, adjust, roll, try something else, grow, learn. And so it's always about evolving, always about growing. So basically there's a lot of freedom in that. And also when you don't have an attachment to the outcome, it gives you a lot of peace, because then it's just like, okay, it is what it is. So there's no judgment, there's no weight, there's no punishment of yourself, there's no self-criticism, there's only compassion and love to yourself, where you're like, okay. And you know, these people have kind words to say to themselves, like, okay, buckaroo, that didn't work out. Okay, cutie patootie, what can I do next time? What am I learning here? What is the opportunity? And it always goes back to that. So I think that is mainly all of my little talk today, but I'm going to say maybe one more thing that the yes, I can accomplish anything I set my mind to people, they know who they are. Yep. They know who they are inside and out. They've done the work. They've done coaching. They've done exercises on values. They know what they stand for. So they know they'll stand for integrity or connection with other people. They know that their time with the family is vital to them. They know, for example, if joy is one of their values, they will not compromise that out of their schedule. They're going to schedule time to connect with people and enjoy life. Because if they're not enjoying life, then it's going to start bogging them down and they're going to spiral. So they will catch themselves, of course, because they have the awareness, and they'll have that little checklist in their mind. And they'll go, I'm a little upset right now. What's happening? What's happening in my life right now? And they'll do the checklist. And the checklist is, am I eating properly? Am I sleeping properly? Am I exercising? Have I been meditating, or have I kind of put my meditation on hold for a while? And ultimately, they will align back to their values. They'll go, oh my gosh, I haven't seen a single friend in a week. Well, no wonder I'm angry. And quick, they're going to fix it. They're going to contact a good friend with whom they are going to have a good chuckle, great connection, share a beautiful conversation, go to the restaurant, whatever it is that they were going to do to connect with that person and enjoy life. So yeah, if one of your values is creativity, and you haven't written anything, or you haven't sung a song, you haven't played music, and then you're wondering why you're a little bit on edge, despite all of the meditation and eating well and proper mindset, it's like, what am I learning right now? Why am I angry? And then going back to the list and just going, well, there it is. That's the missing ingredient to my happy life right now. So how am I going to bring this back into me? So there you go, everybody. This was my cute little Facebook Live for today. How do Yes I Can people operate on the daily? And just to summarize, they are optimally their mind and their physical body are optimal. They have a positive, what am I learning mindset, and they're very compassionate to themselves. They're also very curious about, so this didn't work out. What's the opportunity? What else can I do about that? And also, these people know who they are. So they will not compromise their values and therefore, disalign and then be upset. So they will come back to it, walk their path, walk their joy, walk whatever it is that they want to be. And that's it for today, you guys. It was a pleasure, and I will see you next week.